What is up, scholars? I don't know what to call y'all. I'm always saying hey, y'all, and I just feel like the most southern person ever. But welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Nyla Skipper, and you're watching Inner Monologue. So if you notice, yes, I have a new setup, new me, new room. Who this? Same room, just new TV. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got my TV out of storage, so whoop-de-woo. Put a bunch of heart emojis and celebratory emojis in the comment section. Thank you. And I read the comments because I have none. So it'd be nice if you guys could participate for once. Don't just be a boring viewer. Put something. Let me know you're there. Do you want to be seen? Do you want to feel seen? Do you want to see me, yes or no? Anywho, guys, thanks for coming back to the podcast. It's episode 3. I took a slight break, but not really. More like 2 weeks because I was so busy with other classes and work. And I was like, let me jump back in. Let me lock in real quick because I'm about to graduate. Anywho. Thanks for joining me today. So another lighthearted topic, Mattress Firm. Let's just jump right into it. Mattress Firm is everywhere. Now in Savannah, I don't see too many, but when I stayed in Atlanta, it was a lot of Mattress Firms everywhere. And I never personally thought that they were money laundering, but that is a theory circulating on the internet, as everything does circulate on the internet. And when I was doing a little research, I'm like, why do people even think this? Where did that come from? Internet sleuths. Because what is an internet sleuth? What do they do? You should have known when I said Reddit, the deepest, darkest place of the web. And if you've ever been on Reddit, you already know what you're dealing with. But internet sleuth is just like a conspiracy theorist online with no really valid evidence or like credentials or anything like that. But aside from the internet sleuths doing what they do, a lot of people have suggested that it's money laundering because of the mass amounts in close proximity that they see of the Mattress Firm locations, like going down the street, seeing one on one side and then seeing another on the other side. So when I was doing a little research, I'm like, well, why did they do that? Real estate chess. That is why Mattress Firm chose to do that. Bought a bunch of different franchises or other mattress companies and turned them into Mattress Firm to maximize profits. Or also I read that they like to, the theory is that if you put a bunch of something everywhere, then people are more inclined to appreciate it, to admire it, and think like, oh, if Mattress Firm has 50 Mattress Firms in like a 30-mile radius or something like that, then they must have a lot of money and they must be doing something right because they can afford to put all those buildings there. Like real estate has kind of, or I guess a monopoly, you could say. And they have high profit margin, but sell for low. So they would buy these mattresses from probably overseas. I don't know if it's China exactly, but buy mattress for low, upsell it for cheap, and you can buy the mattress in bulk. And we're supposed to get mattresses every 7 years. Personally, I don't know any black people that do that. Can't speak for the white folk because I'm not white. So I am black, I am brown. So yeah, I don't know about that. But it would make sense if we're supposed to get a mattress every 7 years. But onto the money laundering part, it's just always empty in there, which is why I also feel like people think that there's no motion, like y'all can't be doing nothing. And I think the people that work there usually get commission. If I was working a dead, dry job like that, I would want some commission too. Like, I just sold a mattress, can I at least get like, I don't know, extra $30 to $40 on that or something? Like, 25 cents, something on my paycheck, something to sell a mattress, because who's buying a mattress that often, realistically? The 7-year mattress life, my mattress done lasted 13 years, and I don't care how that sounds. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a gift when I was like a child, an infant or whatever. But is it suspicious? I don't really think it's that suspicious, because if you think about it, like gas stations, how you'll have Quick Trip and Racetrack right on the other side, but those are two different franchises, but like they're just competing. Could all the mattress firms be competing with each other though? Probably not. I don't know. In what world? In what world would that be happening? In what world? And if they were money laundering, for what? What ties do they have to the cartel? What ties do they have to X, Y, and Z? I don't know. There's questions for someone to answer, but it won't be me because I just don't have that proper research or that information. But they did fail. So their business model was, I guess, peak in a way, like it made a lot of sense logically. But they filed for bankruptcy in 2018, according to Business Insider, Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So I guess they don't have motion. I don't know why I said bankruptcy like that. Bankruptcy, bussy, Bucky's. I meant Bucky's, y'all. Sorry. But okay, Mattress Firm aside, they're everywhere. But what is not everywhere is my beloved, near and dear. I will hold you down till the end. I love you. We stuck like glue, peanut butter and jelly. Arby's. And I don't care. Shoot me, I don't care. Arby's is not that bad. Arby's is not that bad. Oh, I hope I don't get like a strike for saying the word I just said. But anyways, Arby's is not even that bad. The Arby's hate is unwarranted, it's unsolicited, and everyone is just jumping on a bandwagon. People hate on Arby's like the way they hate fish fillet. Little do they know, people actually like the fish fillet. Even though they're old, people still like it. I've met some young women that like a fish fillet. Well, I didn't really meet them. I saw them online, and they ate it, and they looked happy. So who am I to judge you for eating a fish fillet? I would never do that to you. That's just what I believe, that it looks nasty. But people probably think Arby's looks nasty. But I think the hate from Arby's is just like how it looks. It's just a bunch of meat slapped on a piece of bread. But that's a sandwich. Like, what are y'all expecting? Are you expecting like a Royal Club? Are you expecting it to look like Chick-fil-A sandwiches? Chick-fil-A sandwiches be looking sloppy anyway sometimes too, depending on which location you go to. If you go to Chick-fil-A in the hood, what do you expect? What do you expect? Like, let's be honest. But I think it's also has to do with the meat quality from what I read. I don't know why. I don't know who the meat inspector is, but Arby's did get a few lawsuits actually for advertising, like false advertising basically. They call it beef fishing, which is when you advertise like an amount of beef that is not really on the sandwich. So you're advertising like a mass amount of meat. You know how they have like the half pound of beef or whatever, and then they get the sandwich and it's yay big. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Yum, little snack. What am I gonna do with that amount of beef? Other than beef fishing, the lawsuit was surrounding shrinkflation, which is another word I learned. I don't know if that's like a real term in economics or finances or whatever, but the lawsuit claimed that Arby's deceptively reduced the sizes of fries and drinks, making smalls into mediums, and did not alert the public about the prices. They did not decrease the price. So you're basically putting a small into like a medium and upselling that when the quantity of the food has not changed. Like, well, it's just simple as that. Similar to Starbucks when they be like, no ice, and they think it's going to make their venti like a lot larger. It's not. The proportions are the proportions. They are the way they are. Even if you say light ice, your drink, you're not going to get that much more liquid because the measurements are based off how much ice they already put in it before they put the ice in it. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Like, you follow me? Shake your head if you're following me. So, forgot where I was going with that. But yes, Arby's. But I think no one is really reading that and saying, yeah, I'm deciding to not like Arby's. The Arby's hate was already there. And I don't know why. Because there was a point in time where Arby's was like yummy and people enjoyed eating Arby's. And it was not something to be shameful of. Why do you have to eat your Arby's and throw it in the trash immediately? Like, if I had a date and like I went to their house or something after and then they showed me like the Arby's bag, I'd be like, hey, twin, me too. What you get? Roast beef and cheddar. I see an Arby's line and the Arby's line be like not packed out. It'll never be packed out like McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, but like they got a little bit of motion. Like somebody eats Arby's. And it's not just old people. They have a really good au jus sandwich too, which is like the sauce that you would dip, like the French onion dip, but not the thick one. Like the French onion Swiss sandwich, and you would dip it in that. That's really good. Delicious. Delish. But I feel like the meat quality at Arby's... Oh, my logo went off, y'all. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I feel like the meat quality at Arby's is similar to Boar's Head at Kroger. If you've ever been to Kroger and seen Boar's Head meat, they make it look like it's like the private selection or the upper echelon meat from Kroger. Then they also have the private selection in the deli, which are just very similar to me because they're roughly around the same price. One is just the bougie Kroger brand instead of Great Value. They fooling y'all. It's all the same thing. It is all the same thing. This roast beef is probably just from the same place that all the other meats are coming from with the sandwiches. And I think Arby's low-key could have like took advantage of their name and like their brand because, you know, Arby's, we have the meats and they make fun of the meat, but not in the way that you and I are thinking. We're not talking about the eating meats. They make fun of it in another way in relation to women and female private parts, which is not really funny, but sometimes in context, you'd be like, man, As a woman, I relate. Like, this is kind of funny. That's kind of silly. But don't drag it. Like, not too much. It's not funny if a man's doing it. Nothing is funny if a man's doing it. But they could have done something with that and, like, made a play about, like, meat. Because, like, all these companies now are on TikTok and Instagram commenting as if they are real people. But I just think they could have done something with that and seized the moment and took advantage of the name, the Arby's brand, and how the play on meats and stuff like that. Especially during the Super Bowl. Imagine if you saw Arby's in a Super Bowl commercial. This is how you know the world is just going down. Because in what world? In what world? That's just funny to imagine. It's funny to imagine because nobody would enjoy that, literally. To make matters worse, I have another thing to add to the Arby's conversation. So they had another lawsuit in which they paid $2 million for a data breach when 355,000 credit cards and debit cards were seized. That data, that information was leaked to the public. I guess they had a little snake in their system or whatever, and they had to pay $2 million back. Don't know to who, but they had to pay back. I doubt they paid $2 million. Maybe that was like $2 million in total to all the people whose information got leaked. I don't know. I didn't read any confirmation stories if Arby's reimbursing people for their information being leaked, which I think they definitely should. Should we support our local Arby's? Probably not. It's probably a white man's business. Most definitely is a white man's business. And if I'm wrong, y'all tell me in the comments. But I bet you it probably is a white man's business. I don't have that listed in my notes, though. But similar to Arby's, while they're lying about their proportions and their advertising, Chipotle's doing the same. And it really hurts my heart. Makes me mad. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm not trying to show y'all no skin. What? No. It makes me mad because I like Arby's. Oh, well, I do like Arby's. But I mean, I like Chipotle. And Chipotle don't get much hate for their food. Well, the quality of their food has been decreasing. I've just started eating Arby's. Am I thinking about Arby's? I meant Chipotle. I just started eating Chipotle like a few months ago. And I've fallen in love with it. Especially their chimichurri sauce. That's really good too. But they be scamming people, like, for real. Because those proportions are not just. They're not right. And then they be having the rice caked up on the spoon. So it's like you ask for an extra scoop of rice, and it's not even a full scoop. It's really like a quarter of a scoop because you got caked up rice on the scoop. And they not finna knock it off by hitting it on the metal or hitting it on the counter. So really, if you ask for 2 extra scoops, that's just 1 scoop because the rice is already caked up on 1 scoop. Follow me, y'all. Expand your brain for a minute, okay? I'm on to something. So if they properly cleaned the spoon and then did an extra scoop or full scoop of rice, maybe people wouldn't be complaining. Now, the chicken and stuff, they just rationing. The people at Chipotle that work there, I know they have a supervisor and stuff, someone looking over them, but, like, they be rationing like they get paid based off the gram of meat. You know what I mean? And you don't. Your wage is going to stay the same. So you don't have to gatekeep chicken or steak because you're not killing the animal. You're not cooking it. And even if you are cooking it, like, just cook it. Like, just do it. Do it for fun. Why are you rationing? Especially when you see somebody come in there and they look hungry and you want to, oh, no, that's extra. I'll be darned if somebody tried to charge me extra at Chipotle for some stuff that's not even standard measurement. But you know who don't do that? McDonald's. Customer service might be trash. I had to close my computer, y'all. It be steaming. Really hope it's not in my audio. We're going to scoot that away. I do apologize if the quality of this video is not up to par as my other videos because the lighting is going down and I'm recording in the afternoon. So I closed my computer and I just thought we could freestyle and chit chat for a little minute there. It's perfect. Onto some different topics. That was really all I had for y'all today, though. I mean, I've had a lot of things cross my mind recently, as one does. Inner monologue. Hey, check me out. Check me out. So, yeah, guys, I guess we can just all sit here and enjoy each other's presence, really. What does that mean? What does that mean to enjoy someone's presence? On that topic, I feel like college has taught me. Side note, not related to food. I know I yapped about food a lot today, but on the topic of enjoying someone's presence, I feel like college has taught me that some friends, you can't enjoy their presence. And you're like, well, is that your friend? Some people have a time limit. And there are some folks that I can tolerate, me personally. And I have had this conversation with a lot of my peers and close friends about how Some people that you're friends with, you just cannot be around them for too long. There's a time limit, and that social battery does die. I feel like social battery is definitely overused, but it's definitely a valid term, and I think it makes sense, and it should be used because it's helpful for us to navigate how we feel and how long we can be around somebody. And some friends, if they're just kind of draining, and then that makes your social battery die down. Other people, I think, depends on your closeness with them and the relationship you have. Your social battery never really dies. And I love the example of sitting in silence with a friend, or both of you guys are bed rotting, watching TikTok. It is about their presence. That presence can be tolerated. Other people's presence cannot be tolerated. Something I'm having to learn the hard way, as with friends and relationships. Now, I really don't talk about friendship or relationships on this podcast, but I thought I'd end on that note because it crossed my mind, and that was in my inner monologue. Anyways, thank y'all for watching this episode. This has been episode 3 of Inner Monologue. I'm your host, Nyla Skipper, and I hope y'all have a phenomenal night. The lights went down and it kind of got seductive, guys. Oh my God. I don't know. Bye, y'all. Oh, like and comment and subscribe if you liked it or not. No pressure. It's chill, man. It's totally chill. Bye.